Down here on the bayou in southern Louisiana on my little piece of land. Lost a home here about 3 years ago to Hurricane Ida. Evacuated finally. Still got the smoke in my lungs, but at least it's not in the air. I also I lived through Hurricane Katrina. I wrote a book about it called Heart Like Water, as some of you may know. I got a lot to say about the power of water versus wind versus fire, and there's no fighting water, there's no fighting wind. You can fight fire, but not when it's being driven by hurricane force winds. When you combine those elements that way, there's just nothing that you can do. And the punch of a hurricane, it's all over once the hurricane's over. After a few hours, the damage that's going to be done has been done. Usually. Fire, it just keeps going, minute after minute, hour after hour, day after day, week after week. And then once it's gone through, you got to take care of all the embers or everything starts burning again, or you lose your home. And so it is absolutely exhausting. Seeing now for the first time the national news, I didn't have a chance to watch it. I didn't have any reception when I was in the fire zone. And I see the total devastation it's wreaked across Southern California, and my heart cries out for all those who are already affected and those who will be affected. And I would say to anybody who's under evacuation, get out immediately. Seems like everywhere these days is disaster prone. I'm standing on my little piece of land where I built a cypress off-grid cabin, and this was hit pretty bad by Hurricane Ida a few years ago. There's some of the destruction still there. Surprisingly, I'll show you something. What was not damaged at all was this cargo container I had put here. I opened up that bad boy after the storm and everything was just as I left it. Unlike my house, which maybe you can see in the background there over my shoulder. It didn't used to be in the trees there. It looks kind of nice there, but it used to be someplace else up on huge pilings, telephone poles sunk into the ground, so it kind of went Wizard of Oz style. So lost it all down here about 3 years ago. But what remains? Cargo containers. And now I've seen it after the fire too. As I journeyed day after day back into the hellscape to put out embers, what remained untouched? The cargo containers on different neighbors' properties. After everything else, every bush, every piece of grass, every tree, every home, every automobile was turned to dust, these cargo containers would be sitting all alone in the wasteland. So where am I sitting right now? In something I hope will last for centuries. And now we're going to be providing them as affordable housing to people in California and those in the Carolinas and elsewhere that are still reeling from natural disasters. I'll put the info below if you want a home yourself that can last generations through everything Mother Nature throws at it. Every sale will benefit community fire brigades, and we're just getting started.